Hello, good evening. Welcome to our C Sharp class for beginner. Today, so we'll be looking at how to program in C Sharp. Firstly, so what do we need to know about C Sharp? C Sharp is a general multi-purpose programming language. So it is very flexible and it is supported by .NET Framework. It is developed by Microsoft Technology. So it has so many features. So we're going to see how the environment looks like in the probably in the next class. So what are those things we need to learn in C Sharp? So first thing we need to learn how variables, what are variables? Variables are being declared, how is variables are being initialized. So what are the basic constructs? How do we import the statement, the libraries? How do we use the namespace? So all these we're going to learn in C Sharp programming. C Sharp is supported by .NET Framework. It supports across platforms where you can build application like mobile application, like web application, like the web service and the like. So it has a very rich libraries. It has a very rich libraries and libraries like the MVCs and the likes. So C Sharp, it supports, it is very flexible, very flexible. So with C Sharp, so you can build a very robust application, a gaming application, a mobile application, a Windows Phone applications, and lots of applications that can be built with C Sharp. So now variables. What are variables? So variables are containers. So they are placeholders that stores information. So these variables are user defined. So it has a naming conventions, the standard rule for naming variables. So the variable types. So we have different types of variable types. So we have the integers, we have the double, which are decimal number point, which has a decimal number point. We have the strings, so these are combination of characters, and we have the characters and we have a string. So we have a boolean. So all these are data types. So integer has a size of 4 bytes, double has a size of 8 bytes. String has a size of 2 bytes. Character has a size of 2 bytes. Character has a size of 2 bytes, and Boolean has a size of 1 byte. So these size are the precision, so the magnitude. So it is the range, the value at which we can convert one data type to another data type. We have different types of conversion. We have the implicit conversion and we have the explicit conversion. So the implicit conversion is done automatically, is done by default, is done by the compiler. So while the explicit conversion is done by the user using a cast operator, using a convert class, using a pass method, and lots more. So we are going to see how some of these conversions are being done in the next tutorial. So then the second part is decision making. How do we make a decision in C Sharp? So decision are being made using if statement, using if else statement, and using a switch statement. So we are going to see these in the next tutorial, how these are being done. How do we make a decision? So if part of it is, for example, if age is greater than or equal to 18, then print the student is eligible for admission, for university admission. Otherwise, it is not eligible. So you can see how this is being constructed. So we use all these to make a decision. So now we can also write a program that can loop multiple numbers of times, that can repeat multiple numbers of times. So that is what we call the loop. So it repeats, it performs a repetition. So we have different types of loops. So we have the for loop, we have the while loop, and we have a do while loop. So we're also going to cover these in our next video, then we are going to see various examples of how do we write a program of these types of these various illustrations so far. So we are going to see how we can do that. As I earlier mentioned, so programming is it's something that you have to practice on a day-to-day basis. So you have to be up and down for you to learn a programming. Programming is not something you practice today and you distance yourself away from it for 2 months, a month. So it's something you have to keep practicing in order to become a master of the game. So the environment, so you need to have the IDE, the Integrated Development Environment. You download it, install it on your system. Aside from C# language, there are also C# that you can make use of in the Visual Studio. We have the Visual Basic, so which is not our focus. We have the Visual C++, is not our focus. So I will show you some of the basic things, how you can work with the environment, with the Visual Studio environment. So it's a class that is going to be full of fun. So we're also going to learn how to use this environment to build an application, to write an object-oriented programming. So how objects are being interacted, how objects interact with one another, how to invoke a method, how to create a class, how to create an instance of a class, multiple instances of a class, how to create a constructors, how to inherit the member variables of a base class from the child class or the derived class. Then how to change the form of the child class, how to override the properties of the base class. So we're going to learn all these in the when we get to the practical aspect of how to use the IDE, the Integrated Development Environment. So also we're also going to learn how to use the MVC. So, but first, before we can discuss about the MVC, so I want the student to first learn how to program, how to write a program on CSS, how to style the sheet, how to write a JavaScript, and also HTML, markup language HTML. Then we can now move to the MVC and see the power of MVC. So by then, so we'll be able to build a web application. So we'll be able to build a mobile application. So and many more applications that we're going to look into in this tutorial. So please stay tuned. And please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also click on the like button, and please never hesitate to comment if you have any. So thank you for attending this tutorial, and I hope to see you in the next tutorial.